Hell yeah. All right, 9/12. That is today. 9/12. And it is a Thursday. Yesterday was dope. I went to Deaf Puppy, which is a excellent comedy club and an excellent pizza place and bar. One of my, well, I mean, I guess I before doing comedy never really went to comedy clubs. I think the first comedy, no, for fact, first comedy club I've ever walked into was Laughs Unlimited. And the first comedy club I went to in LA was the Laugh Factory. Yeah, we are out here making laughs. All right. So it's Thursday. My ideal day would be I hit all 3 mics that in Sacramento could be possible for me to hit. I know those stab fills up pretty fast. So if I would need to get to Tupi early, sign up early, and then I'd have to be good about leaving. I'm always, like, after I have a set, it's like sometimes hard for me not to watch other people go up. But what I'll tell myself is like, oh man, I'm not going to get funnier in the extra 5 minutes. But to be honest, like, I don't get a lot of 15-minute shows, but like I have 15 minutes of material right now that I would love to practice. So I'm going to try and break up that 15 minutes in 5 chunk segments. But then I have the whole thing with an introduction. Every time I go to another mic, I got to introduce myself again. Unless it's comics. But still then, I got to do like, I can't just be like immediately where I left off. Oh man, so I'm going to try and go to all 3 mics. Even though I last week got stuck up at Tupi's because, how could you not? It was on a roof. Oh, I had one of my best mushroom trips of this year started on Tupi's, like strong. But it was not a bad trip. Beautiful rooftop. And then I'll try and make it over to Stab, but Stab is the one I'm most worried about because I assume most people go to Stab. So most people won't be like going from Tupi to Stab. If they are, then I got to be at Tupi early. And then hopefully everyone abides by first like serve thing. Well, that's why I wore a shit ton of sparkles, because you're not going to fucking miss me. If I'm there, 1 through 5, I get to sign up 1 through 5. And then I'm going to pick like 7. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't really matter. I trust that I could be funny at any spot, at any mic, at any point. I know for sure I'm funny. When I was a newer comic, it definitely helped. It's kind of funny. Okay. Oh man, it's not a shit talk thing because I'm not mad about this, but it's like an example of how I've gotten better. Kyrie Shabazz is an amazing comic. When I was a new comic, he went before me in a mic and he was so fucking funny. Like right before I got up, I was laughing so hard that when I realized or remembered again, like, okay, I'm about to go on, it almost like broke me out of it. Like I was totally comedy fan. And then I got up on stage and was like, oh shit, now I'm the comic. And I like totally dropped the ball. But I was like my first 3-4 months in, so that's okay. Now I've okay, not directly followed him, but been like the person after the person at him at a mic and held my own. So that is how we grow. However, see, like things, when I think about that and I'm overthinking and I'm thinking if there's another comic who's new and needs the extra time, well then I don't want to like take their Stab spot. I'm still going to show up at Tupi early and I'm going to try and leave and get on Stab. But like Stab first come first serve is long. Like I've literally seen like Jesse close and lock the door because there were too many people in the room for the cap already and the list hadn't even gone out. We just too damn timely. All right. There we go. Autobiography of me, which honestly right now is just like Splooge, verbal opinion Splooge, because you can rewatch it on my YouTube. Verbal autobiography. It'll eventually turn into an autobiography when I run out of this journal, which is such a fucking opinion journal, the me journal, the Amy journal. All right. And here we go. Talking to myself, but people can watch. There's no makeup tips here, by the way. I will say one highlight of tomorrow or yesterday was that I I got up really easy yesterday and I got a lot of sleep. So I'm usually like a lazy bitch, but I was able to get to some tasks that have been on my to-do list for quite a while, including washing my makeup brushes. Wouldn't you know that these sons of bitches were actually white? I forgot. It's been so long since I've seen them. Because I like barely ever wash my makeup brushes, which might be disgusting, but I don't know. It's probably mostly guys watching this, so you don't know how disgusting it is. Cute girls don't wash their makeup brushes often. All right, so what I'm talking about today is my favorite apps. I'm going to start with that. Instagram, duh. I have what I feel is a healthy relationship with social media at 33. I was a total MySpace girl. Fucking loved MySpace. I am so glad that MySpace is so dead, because I am pretty sure my handle thing, like my little like URL thing was like I eat dead babies 69. I was a wacko. Just like now. But I was a little more, yeah, I'm a lady now, and a wacky lady is way better than a wacky teenager. Oh man, I'm like mad. I'm already getting this. Literally, this brush, it's so tiny. I like got out an entire fucking makeup bottle washing it. I also have this shampoo I got, 4 brushes. I want to say it's Sephora brand makeup brush washer. Oh god, that thing scrubs. I love it. You can actually buy a brush too to purposely scrub. You can buy a brush to scrub your makeup brushes, but I couldn't afford that. It's already like enough for the consumable of the shit that you wash your brush with. The shampoo though, shout out to it. If you weren't a dude, or you were a dude and you like makeup, it's just, the thing to do is like, so you dampen the brush and then put on the shampoo and then really scrub it. And like, I guess if you have the brush, you would use the brush, but I just use my hands. And once you run it underwater, like it actually gets out like oh god, it was gross. It was gross. I don't even want to go into it. It was fucking gross, me washing my makeup. But I'm so glad I got to it. Yes, so Instagram. Clearly, I love you. MySpace was my jam. I even had like some cool bands follow me. I was like hot shit. And then they made Facebook, and I suffered through a lot of depression, especially in my 20s. On paper, I looked dope, but I was massively depressed and very suicidal. I just thought it was normal. Like, I literally thought everyone just keeps that idea of like, oh yeah, well, I'll live life, and then when I'm done with it, I'll kill myself. Like, once I just get I just get the plan in place. I do not live like that now. I fucking love life. Clearly. I love my own company. I want to thank comedy for that. But I've always been funny. I mean, at least as like I could talk. I don't know how funny of a face maker I was as a baby. Like, damn, this one too. This one's hella white. I can even see too, like already I could wash them again. There were 3 I didn't wash, and I'm like, do I wash those 3 again today? Or like, then I started to fall in the trap of my mom, where you're just continually washing. You really only need to wash it like, twice a year. I do a lot of time showering, but that's because I like fucking love the shower. South Park said the bathroom is the last bastion of American freedom, and that is not a lie. So the apps, Instagram. MySpace never even got an app. Poor MySpace. Oh yeah, I didn't wash this one. I didn't wash this one, but it's on my to wash list. I might just have to wait until the next 6 months, and then I'll get in that round. I could probably just reuse it. I don't have to put it in more makeup. I could just reuse it in the bristles. It does not work like that, though. And actually, I really need to stop doing that. So I contour, because when I used to have chubby cheeks, I will say at some point before I even got to 30, I think those went. And I've just I don't need to update my hair, but I'm down. Like, send me makeup tips. I probably won't read them, but like in 6 months I will, and all of a sudden my makeup will be better when I get to my messages. Actually, I did work on my messages today. So I set a timer for 20 minutes, and I was able to scroll to the bottom of my Instagram messages. Hell yeah, favorite app. And I think got to 4. That's how long it takes me to respond. As much as I just verbal words, I really think about my writing. It's very hard for me to write a message that's just not a like overthought mess. I have to overthink messages. If I'm writing, I am overthinking. And that includes my jokes. That's why they're so fucking funny. Okay. I also like Pinterest. Pinterest bomb. Pinterest is where I go to get my, which I will leave you guys in a bit to get an eyeshadow tutorial because they're all saved on Pinterest. I also get a lot of my outfit ideas from Pinterest. This outfit idea is from Pinterest. The shirt, I think I actually bought because Pinterest, another thing, both in like Instagram and Pinterest are bad for me spending money. That brings me to my third favorite app, the banking app. Bank of America, hell yeah. Glad I could get shit done with you. And then the app that should be my favorite, Rocket Money. I got you downloaded, but I'll figure it out someday. Oh, sometimes I'm on like, not necessarily paper budgeting, but like Google Docs budgeting. Like I got like an Excel sheet that's so basic. In and out. And mostly it's cash out, cash out, cash out, cash out, cash out. All right. Oh yeah, YouTube. Oh my gosh, that one honestly should be first. I could probably look at my phone and see which things I use the most. I do use Facebook. I do use Facebook because the day that I got Facebook again, or not the day, but like within a month of me getting Facebook again, I got booked on comedy shows for like the first time. So that it did definitely take Facebook. So if you're a holdout, man, I know Instagram dope. Some of the kids I want to book, but we can't make a full group chat. I have to do the Instagram group chat. I'm terrible with Instagram group chat. I like to do my group chats on Facebook. Kids, you got to get Facebook. It helps you get booked. Comedy kids, it helps you get booked. Don't be holdouts. I'm looking at some of you, Reno. Don't be holdouts. Get Facebook so we can make a group chat. All right. Speaking of the thing that I said I was gonna do, find that eyeshadow. I'm gonna put on my eyeshadow primer, and I will talk to you guys while I do that. So I said this thing lists so many. I'll just keep talking about other apps I can think of that I like. Remember how I told you guys I did this one like in 2020, and then I never did more than this is like the last page. Super, super duper sad for me. Some of my favorites last time were Step Counter and Calorie Tracker. Not anymore. I don't have the step thing downloaded. None of my steps matter. I don't even know if I'm going places. My steps don't even matter. I have no idea how many I've taken today. But I will say that on my old step thing, I had so many steps that I had basically walked around the world. Like they were like I had hit every achievement. I have had days where I have like walked from Sacramento to Elk Grove, which I think is like 7, 8, maybe 9 or 10, maybe even 10 miles because it was the Laguna part. That's not how I want to spend my days anymore. But yeah, I used to be quite the walker. I didn't forget how to do it. I just don't as much. Oh hell yeah. Oh my god. Oh dope. Oh, you guys just witnessed a miracle. So this is my best nose ring. It's like the one that costs the most, and it's the one that let's say it's like my go-to or my main one. It used to be the only one I ever wore. Yesterday I flipped the little cup I keep it in, and it got lost. Like and this happens, but usually I can find it. I just calm down and I find it. It was in the cup with a few other items. So when it fell, unfortunately, I don't even want to show you guys, but like, oh, it is a mess over here. I pushed everything in. This is the pretty background. There's like, okay, I'll show you. Yeah, there's like a lot of shit. It's like a lot of boxes that I need to stop hoarding. I need to confront my hoarding and just get rid of shit. Like if I didn't need it for 2 to 3 years, I don't need it now. Some of it I need. Like this. I need this. I definitely need this. Oh shit, yeah. This. I need this. I really, really need this. this. I really need this. This matches the squirrel. Like, seriously, how am I supposed to get rid of this? Nothing. I'm keeping it all. Keeping it all. Hell yeah. Alright. I'm going to give it away to my descendants. My family's descendants and my loved ones' descendants. I'm a big fan of everyone family. If I love you, I think everyone in comedy, even if we're just like friendly acquaintances, we're probably actually a lot more friendly acquaintances than I am able to be with some of my family due to living far away from them. We all family now. All right. Other apps. So I said Pinterest, Instagram and Pinterest. Facebook is good. I like Google Docs a ton. I also am a fan to keep notes. Google Docs is high up there. I'd honestly put Google Docs like... Ooh, I like Shein a little too much. Etsy a little too much. All right. I'm going to now get an eyeshadow tutorial. And again, these are all on YouTube, but I have no link for it yet. Once Instagram figures out how to let me do a link where I don't see a link and just the title, because I don't want a whole gross URL on my bio. It's already a lot for me to put on the bio what I've put on. Once Instagram just lets me do the title and not the whole fucking URL, which I know they say that they can, but it actually doesn't show up like that, then I will post my like YouTube link to these, because damn right I'm saving them.